Hello, my name is Alvin, Master Numerologist, and today I'd like to continue my series on exit points or transitional numbers. Transitional numbers are the day, the month, the year, and the age that a soul leaves the body. Today I would like to talk about the young artist Aaliyah. Aaliyah was an American recording artist, dancer, actress, and model who made her transition at the young age of 22. She was killed in an airplane crash with 8 others. There was a total of 9 individuals in that aircraft, and the number 9 is going to prove to be a very significant number in this analysis. Money and God sound like an odd couple, but Alea managed to build a bridge connecting the two. Alea made her transition on August the 7th, 2001, and her first subcore is the number 8 because August is the 8th month. The number 8 rules the ability to accumulate resources, and Alea was able to accumulate resources. At the time of her death, she was worth over $10 million, and some of her other accolades was that she recorded a song called Try Again for the film Romeo Must Die, and it toppled the Billboard Hot 100 solely on airplay, making Aaliyah the first artist in Billboard history to achieve that feat. Try Again earned Aaliyah a Grammy Award nomination for Best Female Rhythm and Blues Vocalist. She has sold an estimate of 24 to 32 million albums worldwide. The number 8 energy is a very outgoing, a very aggressive vibrational energy. The number 8 energy is a hard energy. The number 8 energy rules businesses and enterprises, and the number 8 energy is the entrepreneur. A number 8 energy must be grounded, must be focused, must be attentive to the details of the operation of running enterprises. The number 8 vibrational energy is an energy that must learn to yield, to work with other people if the number 8 is going to have success. The number 8 energy is full of ideas, and the number 8 energy knows how to construct those ideas into lucrative, profitable enterprises. So the number 8 is a very resourceful type of vibrational energy, well communicated type of vibrational energy, and a very successful type of vibrational energy. Now, Alea's second subchord is the number 7, and it consists of 2 sub-elements of the number 2 and the number 5. Now, the 7 vibrational energy sits in opposition to the 8 energy because the 7 vibrational energy is the energy that goes within. It seeks the kingdom of God. It's an inner, it's resourceful, going within, whereas the 8 energy is resourceful, going outside of itself, the 7 energy. And so the 8 and the 7 energy must find a balance, or else one will interfere with the other. The 7 energy enjoys being inside of a cave. It really don't want to have much to do with the outer world's affairs. But the 7 vibrational energy knows that it needs the 8 energy. It needs to be able to provide for itself basic services such as food, clothing, and a place to stay. And that belongs in the realm of the 8 energy, resources. So the 7 energy have to learn to come out of the cave and interact with life. On the other hand, the 8 energy sometimes have to go back into a reflection of its inner self and can always be consumed with what's going on in this outer world. So the 8 and the 7 vibrational energy sits in opposition to one another. So let's keep that in mind. So her second subchord is the number 7, and it consists of 2 sub-elements. Now the sub-elements are not as powerful as the core energy, but the 2 and the 5 vibrational energy is going to modify the personality of the number 7 energy, meaning that the number 7 energy is going to display characteristics of a number 2 energy, which is a very soft, a very giving, a very yielding type of vibrational energy, And also, it's going to demonstrate the vibration of a number 5 energy. The number 5 energy is a very impulsive energy, is a very versatile energy, and the number 5 energy is very impatient. So you can look for those two sub-elements to influence the personality of the subcore of number 7. But the number 7 energy is an inward vibrational energy, and it seeks spiritual understanding. The number 2 energy involves groups. It has a very strong attraction to be able to work with other people. It's not a vibrational energy that stands alone. And so Aaliyah, she died with 8 others, which means that that was a group energy. So that's one of the aspects of the two. She did not die alone. Now, the second sub-element of the number 5 rules travel. One of the aspects of the number 5 rules travel. And Aaliyah lost her life due to an airplane crash. And the airplane is representing the number 5 energy, and the 5 energy rules mobility, travel, speed. But the second subcore, number 7, is an inward vibration. It rules prayer. The inner presence of an individual is not seen by the outer world. How deep does it go? Only is known by the person and God. Aaliyah's anchor went deep, and she was well rooted with God. So the 7 energy is not a vibration that you're going to readily be able to observe. It's something that happens within an individual. So an individual will be showing an outward personality, but inwardly, that same individual may have a very strong connectiveness to their spiritual deity, whether it be God, Jesus, Buddha. But she had a very deep anchor in God that perhaps the world did not see, a very strong faith line. Now, Aaliyah's third subcore is the number 3, and that consists of only 2 sub-elements, the 2 and the 1. Now, the first sub-element, number 2, enjoys the companies of others and is willing to share the spotlight. The 2 vibrational energy is not an energy that wants to be out front. It prefers to be behind the scene. Like I said, it's more of a group player. It's more of a team effort. Whereas the 1 energy sits in opposition to the 2. The 1 energy wants to be out front. And so once again, you have a contradiction between the 2 and the 1. And so the 2 and the 1 must learn to merge or to strike up a balance. But because the 1 energy sits behind the 2 energy, meaning that the emphasis is not placed so much on the individual as it is for the sacrificing to be of service to other individuals. Okay? So the number 1 energy is going to bring strength and focus into the group. And at times, it will have a very strong tendency to want to stand alone and be independent with a mind of its own. But both of the sub-elements added together, because 2 plus 1 equals 3, it's going to create someone that's very compassionate, someone that's very strong, and someone that has something to say, because the 3 vibrational energy rules the voice. It's about communication. It's about expression. So Aaliyah had something to say. She had a voice, and her voice brought much pleasure and joy to her listening audience, to her fan base. Now, let's add all of our sub-elements together, and let's add all of our subcores together. Let's add the first subcore, which is the number 8, with the second 2 sub-elements of 25. And then we're going to add the third 4 sub-elements, which is the year that she made her departure on. And when you add all that energy together, you're going to come to the compound number of 2034. Now, the first sub-element is the number 2, and it leaves a helping hand. The third sub-element is the number 3, which brings out the voice more fully. And the fourth sub-element of the number 4 keeps the feet planted on solid ground. Now, the last 2 sub-elements, the 3 and the 4, when added together, reveal the number 7. which is the hand of God. And the hand of God was forever laying softly upon Aaliyah's shoulders. Now, all four sub-elements added together give us the major chord number of number 9. Now, once again, there was 8 passengers on the aircraft, including Aaliyah, made 9. Her major chord at the part of her departure is the number 9. And so you can see this number 9 is very important to Aaliyah. And the number 9 energy is the number of completion, but it's also the number of universal appeal. The number 9 is a vibrational energy that places others before self, is a very unselfish type of vibrational energy, is a very compassionate type of vibrational energy. And in the core of her essence and the core of her heart, Aaliyah was not a selfish type of individual. She was very giving, she was very self-sacrificing, and a lot of times she would put herself last so that others may go before her. So even though Aaliyah's journey on earth was short, it filled our lives with so much joy and happiness. Now, Aaliyah left her body at the young age of 22, and those double twos reflect a soul who knew that true power does not lie in fame and fortune, but by being there to lend a helping hand to other individuals. That's what those double twos are signifying. Someone that's not selfish, someone that places others before themselves. Now, a very interesting side note about Aaliyah's age at the time of her death. I've already discussed the high vibration of the 22. The 22 is a very high vibrational frequency, it's a very emotional type of vibrational energy, but it's also a type of vibrational energy that has a very strong connectiveness to one's inner self, to one's spiritual self. But when you reduce the 22 energy down, it reduces down to the number 4. And so this is an interesting observation that I made. So now let's look at the lower vibration of the 22, which is the number 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. The 4 is a very heavy type of vibrational energy, and it rules matter, M-A-T-T-E-R. Now, it deals with weight because the 4 energy deals with the foundations of life. Like every building must have a foundation. Now, this is interesting because the airplane that Aaliyah was on was overloaded, and it nosedived approximately 200 feet after takeoff. So the 4 energy, it was too heavy, and the airplane couldn't get enough lift to take off. It was overloaded. It was um, it, the airplane was smaller than the airplane that they arrived on, and they were scheduled to leave the day after the day that they actually departed, but they wanted to get back to the United States of America as fast as possible, so they decided to leave a day earlier. But the airplane was much smaller, and so therefore the airplane could not accommodate the excessive baggage, and it was just too heavy, and that's why the airplane made that nosedive. And the 4 vibration energy deals with weight. It deals with heaviness. So I thought that was a very interesting side note that I wanted to share with you guys. So quickly, let's take a quick look at Aaliyah's numbers. You can see that she was very connected to her spirituality because of very strong indicators of these numbers 7 that I'm going to highlight right quick. You see, she was born on the 25th, and she left her body on the 25th, and the 2 and the 5 make a 7 vibrational energy. You see that 7 right there? Okay. And then when you move over here, when you look at her numbers this way, vertical, you see your compound number of 2034 right here. And when you look at the last 2 sub-elements, the 3 and the 4 creates another 7 vibrational energy. You guys see that? Okay. Now, you're also going to have another 7 vibrational energy that sits right between these 2 numbers here. 8 and 7 is 15, reduced down to a 6 energy. But then 7 and 3 reduced down to a compound number of 10, reduced down to the number 1. When I swing that 6 and that 1 together, it comes back to another vibrational 7 energy. You guys see that? Now, another very interesting thing about Aaliyah's number is that she was born, her birth cycle, she was born in the month of January, but she was born on the 16th, which is a 7 energy because 1 plus 6 is 7. So she left on the 25th, which is a 7 energy, 2 plus 5 is 7, and she was born on a 7 energy. You see that? And then her destiny, when I add her 3 birth cycles together, her destiny is a 7 vibrational energy. So extremely, extremely connected to her inner self, to her inner powers. Very spiritual lady. And perhaps the world did not see how deep her anchor went in her connectiveness with her inner self, with her inner spirit. So that's my analysis on the transition of Aaliyah. May she rest in peace. And tomorrow's video, I'm going to deal with another young performer that died too young, and that's Lisa Lopez, known to the world as Left Eye. And so until the next video, I would like for everybody, keep your heads up and take some time out to seek the kingdom of God within you, because you are a bright and morning star, and the stars resides within the heaven. So you are a heavenly being. Remember that the planet Earth is not separated from the universe. It is part of the universe, so that you are part of the infinity. Never think that you are outside. You are included in the heavenly bodies. Peace.